on the guest list. I ain't VIP. I snuck in the exit, learned the DIP. But
yeah, boys, you're reading it right. Florida 2-year-old fatally shoots dad after finding loaded Glock. Mom arrested. Cops. This is brought to us by the New York Post, written by... yeah, I'm not even going to try that shit. Okay. One of the things that I discuss on the channel often is the importance of the nuclear family. And the reason I want to discuss this this particular story is because it's not it's not a magic pill, right? It's not the end all be all. And a criticism that I get a lot is that, oh well, that doesn't mean, and you know what, you're 100% right. And so when we lose basically an entire nuclear family, man, I'm gonna pour out something. So let's let the sheriff take it away for a little bit.
On May 26, deputies responded to a home on Toby Court in East Orlando in reference to a 911 call about a shooting. When they arrived, they found 26-year-old Reggie Mabry on the ground with an apparent gunshot wound. His wife, Marie Ayala, was conducting CPR until the first responders transported Reggie to the hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. 3 children, ages 5, 2, and 5 months old, were in the home, but were not injured, thankfully. Our homicide detectives responded to the scene, and it was initially thought, based on the evidence, that this could be a suicide, but we investigate all deaths. Detectives learned at the hospital that Reggie Mabry was actually shot in the back, and at the scene, the 5-year-old told the authorities it was his 2-year-old brother who shot their father.
He gonna have to live with that. I mean, I'm sorry, little man, but at the end of the day, this falls on your dad. At the end of the day, this, like, your father's supposed to be guiding that ship, right? Because as men, it's not just important that we live, but that we live with purpose, and we're, paying attention, like, at all times to all things, even the smallest little details. And I don't consider leaving a weapon out, leaving a firearm out, a small little detail. And due to that one act of negligence, we're now short, a nuclear family, and it sucks. It really does. But at the end of the day, it falls on the man. It don't really fall on the mother. It don't really fall on the youngins. It falls on him, because you are the head of that household, or you were. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace. Let's read through. The accident involving the toddler occurred as his father, 26-year-old Reggie Mabry, was playing video games at their Orlando home, the Orange County Sheriff's Office said. Okay. The gun was not properly stored, Sheriff John Mina told reporters Monday. In fact, it was easily accessible, even to a 2-year-old, and the result is a tragedy no one in this community can really comprehend. $20 says my man was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may or may not bring it up, but I can't help but feel like, yeah, he may have been moving a little bit, work, thus the need for the weapon. And, it's part of the everyday. He wasn't even really thinking about it, and got into probably a game of 2K, and boom. Marby was in the same room as his wife and 2 children when he was struck by the gunfire. Officers initially thought Marby's death was self-inflicted, but the toddler had been able to access it, which or the semi-automatic Glock 19, which was left in a bag on the floor by his parents, according to an affidavit for the arrest warrant obtained by the Post. That's the mom. Florida mother Marie Rose Ayala was arrested after her 2-year-old son shot and killed her husband after finding an unsecured handgun. So yeah, they oh man, they throwing her down. The toddler's mother, Maria Ayala, was arrested Friday on charges of manslaughter by culpable negligence, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, and violation of probation. Yeah, my man was way deep. My man was way deep in life. Both parents had been on probation for child neglect and narcotics possession. Ayola told the detective that she knew that as a convicted felon, she was not legally permitted to be in possession of a firearm. A detective quoted the woman as previously telling Marby of the clock, "I was like, I told my husband, hey, we can't have it. We're gonna have to get rid of it." And bruh, rest in peace, my man. But Jesus Christ, this falls on you. It does. I mean, the life is the life, and you could keep that life. Like, the thing about the life is you're supposed to be making enough money to keep one part completely separate from the other part. But, ride or die, right? You definitely wanted one of those hood chicks, because let's be real, this is a Spanish hood chick. This is definitely a Spanish ratchet. So like, this is like a whole bunch of bad decisions, all culminating in fucking tragedy. Because on one angle, hats off, you did the right thing. You married her and had kids and everything else like that. And on the other hand, you guys were completely involved in a game, which does have its perils, including leaving a gun in a bag right next to your kid. And something tells me is that it was her gun. Aliyah made her initial court appearance Monday and was ordered jailed without bond. During Monday's press conference, Mina suggested that the tragedy was preventable. No shit. Now these young children have effectively lost both of their parents, and a young child has to live his life knowing he shot his father, he said. And like I said, the nuclear family thing ain't always not to laugh, but it's not always it's not a fix all. It really isn't. It's a good start, but it really isn't the pill when you as a man you're not leading properly. And unfortunately, my man, you weren't leading properly. So it would seem from jump. And so now your kids, I mean, fellas, I pray for you. Tossing one up in the air right now for you, my boys. Cause now, due to no actions not really of your own, the whole life situation done piled up, done duplicated. Your life difficulty rating went from rookie to freaking master really, really quick. Prayers up. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Don't be scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Odyssey as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I aim to be fair in all things. Like I try to not be a hypocrite. I really do. And so, like, yeah, when people come at me and say, "Oh, well, nuclear family, shit, that ain't perfect." No, it definitely isn't. It's a good start, but you also have to. There's some follow up. There's some responsibilities that let's get brought up on screen right quick. There's some responsibilities that you neglected in this, sir. Main one being is like making sure all firearms is secured throughout the crib, but. Live by the sword, die by the same. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Till the next one.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.